Um, this one's actually going to get quite emotional. You're not going to get a preview from me today, but there are a few players that are going to have their last game, and quite possibly one or two players that will probably have their last games as well, in the likes of Azpi and Alonso. And I really want to take this opportunity and say thank you to some of these players, Antonio Rudiger, Christensen as well. So, yeah, let's talk about this.
All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin.
Welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. I've just haven't had the time to see Antonio Rudiger's final message, the article, the YouTube video, and I waited. I waited because I knew I was going to get this chance on the final day of the Premier League season 2021-22, and honestly, I got so emotional. I really did, and it kind of humbled me. It really did. Sometimes us fans, we get emotional. Yeah, we obviously we care about the club so much, and sometimes we forget. Maybe we go overboard. Maybe we go across the limit at times in regards to criticizing or critically looking at certain things, and sometimes it's borderline slander as well to certain players. And at times, a situation like today where I watched the video just gives you a reality check that they're human beings. They're human beings, and they try their best to deliver success for us. They really do. This whole Rudiger article, if you haven't had the chance, ladies and gentlemen, check it out. Let me just quickly put that up over here firstly. I'll showcase that tweet later on. This is the article, ladies and gentlemen. It's on Rudiger's page. Go check that out. And obviously read it. It's such a good read. And then check that video as well. You really, really will enjoy watching this video from Rudiger. You will connect. I'm telling you that much. I want to take this opportunity and really say thank you to Rudiger, Christensen, Alonso, Azpilicueta. I'll start with Rudiger. Look, I'm not going to lie. There was a time where I did not like this player so much. Came back from injury, and then under Frank Lampard, he wasn't doing well. And looking back, the injury, it was a severe injury that he had, knee injury, I believe ACL, and look at how long it's taken Chilwell to recover from it. Maybe we just didn't realize how much it impacts one's body. And maybe this is a message for when Chilwell comes back. Expecting him to absolutely hit the ground running is probably not wise. So there was a point where I wasn't really happy with him. There was a point where I was part of the bandwagon, wanted him out. His performance weren't great. But then came a moment where Frank Lampard got sacked, and there was so much blame on Antonio Rudiger. Certain journalists, Matt Law, came out with an article kind of sort of giving a perception that it was all Rudiger's fault that Lampard got sacked. And it was that point where I got so peeved off. I got so upset, so angry. But how can you blame a player because of a manager's, flaws? And it was that point where I got so behind this particular player. I remember doing a video on Twitter. I was so angry at so many people hurling abuse on social media towards Antonio Rudiger. And then obviously Thomas Tuchel came in, and this article, Rudiger talks about Thomas Tuchel in such a high manner. He said as soon as Tuchel came in, it was like a new life. He found a new life, and He's never had this experience where a manager actually walked up to him and said, "Tell me more about you. Let me get to know you. Where does this aggression come from?" We forget, we talk about man management, and now we're starting to see the insights into certain parts of man management of Thomas Tuchel. You can talk about tactics, you can talk about players' talent, skill, ability, but it's about connecting that human element. I had a similar experience in my holiday here in Bangladesh. I was at a cafe a couple of days ago, and I was in the queue lining up to get some food, and then I came to the register, and I was thrown off when the salesperson, the counter, said to me, before even taking my order, said, "How are you doing today?" And I was like, wow, no one ever asks me how I'm doing. Generally you go to a counter, they'll ask you, "What would you like?" This guy literally stopped and just asked me, "So how are you doing today?" And I was like, wow, do you know what? I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. Thank you for asking. I asked him back as well, "How are you doing?" And I think this is the same thing with Thomas Tuchel and Rudiger, where Rudiger, I think, just connected with Thomas Tuchel. He talks about N'Golo Kante and how humble he is. He talks about his great memories with his Muslim brothers, Ziyech, obviously Kante, Zuma, a few other players as well. Talks about the Champions League moments. And yeah, like, he pretty much grew up here. He came in with nothing and he's leaving with 2 kids, lovely kids, wife. And he talks about, obviously he talks about the abuse. He talks about the good times as well, but he looks at the abuse as he understands it as well. Like, it's not like he gets it. Obviously he doesn't, he's not someone who advocates for this, but he understands why fans are like that. But he looks at it in a very different positive spin, which was very, heartwarming, I suppose. He talks about the contract situation, how he really waited from August till January. There was nothing then. This is where I feel we missed the boat. There's all sorts of articles that are out there saying, "Oh, Rudiger's the one who didn't." I think he wanted it. He kind of showed in this video. This one, check this video out. The video that I just showcased. It's on YouTube. It seemed like he wanted to stay. He really did. He wanted to stay, but there was no conversation from August till Jan this year, and then the sanctions came. And we missed the boat. But I just want to, from the bottom of my heart, honestly, I remember going into Club World Cup, and when we won, and he was doing the lap of honor, I suppose, with the trophy. Every one of us was just shouting, "Rudy, Rudy, Rudy, Rudy." I mean, honestly, I'm getting heavy-hearted talking about this. Yeah, I thank him. I thank him for everything that he's done. Crunching tackles, especially his time under Thomas Tuchel. I don't think I've connected, as much as I love Ziyech. Everyone knows how much I love Hakim Ziyech. I don't think I've connected with another player as much as I have with Antonio Rudiger since Thomas Tuchel has taken over. Sincerely thank him for everything, and wish him good luck. I really do. We've had a lot of good memories. And this is what I want to remember. Similarly with Christensen as well, ladies and gentlemen. As much as we want to sit here and I've done it as well, talk down upon him and whatnot. I don't think I've ever abused any players on this channel. I've tried to be very critical, but even with Christensen, look, he's probably not going to play against Watford, but I hope the players They give him a very good sending off. They give him a nice farewell. Whatever the case has been in the last 6 months or so, obviously, as I said, sanctions didn't help out with these negotiations. He's another defender that Thomas Tuchel highly rated. He has. If we're being honest, Thomas Tuchel has highly rated him and has wanted to use him most of the times. And I know in recent times he's pulled out, whatever the case is. But once again, from the bottom of my heart, man, like these guys, I won't forget what Christensen did in that Champions League, coming on for an injured Thiago Silva and then busting his backside for us to win that Champions League. I will never forget that. And honestly, I thank him. It hasn't been easy. He's one of the academy boys as well. And this is the thing, not many people talk about this. They jump up and down about many other academy players, but Christensen doesn't get that same love. He's going to Barcelona. It's not obviously been official, but he's going to Barcelona. I wish him good luck, and it's going to be great El Clasico next season. I can't wait to cover Antonio Rudiger versus Christensen. Whatever the case is, Christensen, I wish you good luck, man. Honestly, I wish you good luck. I wouldn't have, either way, if you had gone, if you had stayed, I would not have, been bothered about either way. Yes, would have been great if you stayed along with Rudiger, but it is what it is. And I wish you best of luck. Azpilicueta and Alonso, these are two players possibly will have their final game as well, ladies and gentlemen, against Watford. In recent times, I've been quite vocal about this. That both Azpi and Alonso, they need to go. We need upgrades. We need robust players. But once again, Azpilicueta is a club legend. I saw him, once again in the Club World Cup. This guy is tremendous. I still won't forget the moment in the Club World Cup, how with a penalty against Palmeiras in extra time. And he walked up and he took the ball and we were all looking at each other going, "What, Azpi's going to take it?" And then he took all the abuse from Palmeiras players and the fans as well. And as the dust settled, he just swiftly moved towards Havertz and gave him the ball. He took all that crap, soaked it all in, and then said to Havertz, "My man, it's up to you now to deliver the trophy." And that typifies Azpilicueta to the T. He takes it for the team, man. He takes it. This is why Thomas Tuchel once again rates him so highly, wants him in the field, wants him in the dressing room, wants him to be part of the squad so badly. I get that. I get it. Obviously, there is an element, we need skills. We want to make sure that we have players that are going to be able to allow us to compete at the highest level. And unfortunately, this season, we've started to see Azpilicueta properly decline. I think there were signs from last season, but this season it's proper decline. But I will never take anything away. He's been one of our most sensational purchases, acquisition. He's another one of those guys that typifies the whole, big money purchase. No, we bought him for about like 7 million, something like that, pounds. I think, correct me if I'm wrong. And he'll go down as a club legend. Top captain, humble. Every player has such high praise on him. There's so many great articles, just literally Google. Stuff that he did during the pandemic for the players. Many players will have high praise about Azpilicueta. He's been a huge part of this football club. Who's won it all? He's won every single trophy with Chelsea. Not many players can say this. Azpilicueta can. I think he's probably going to move on as well. And once again, I wish him luck. I wish him all the best. I think Barcelona have given him a good offer. He wants that to be taken up and look after his family. And why not? Hopefully he plays today and we can give him a good send-off, good farewell. We get a win. That would be great. Last but not least, bad boy Marcus Alonso. Bad boy Marcus Alonso. There's a lot of talk that he's leaving. And once again, regardless of all the flaws, regardless of all the heartaches he's given us, we can't deny the fact the clutch goals and assists at times he's given us. He's given us happiness and joy. Spurs, Antonio Conte, first season, a bit of a revelation on that left side as a wing back. I still remember that counter attack against Man City, first season against Conte. I think ball fell on with Alonso, and Alonso whipped in a nice long ball for Hazard, and then the rest was history. Hazard then scored against Man City. We ended up winning 3-1, I believe. And there's been plenty of goals, plenty of free kicks, goals. Yes, there's been so many heart attack moments as well. But once again, I want to take this opportunity and thank Marcos Alonso. It hasn't been any shortage of bad publicity as well, under Frank Lampard and recently with Thomas Tuchel. Bust ups, Mr. Bust Up, Marcos Alonso, Marcus, the Bust Up Alonso. But yeah, he's given us some great moments. So kudos to all of these players. Honestly, we look forward to a new era, but we shouldn't forget what these people have given us. Football moves on, the football club will move on, and we as fans will move on as well. Should cherish the good moments. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, look, I'm not going to do a Watford preview because, as I've been saying in the last few match days, I couldn't be bothered about this particular season anymore. Just want this season to be finished. We're third. The word is we're probably going to use youngsters against Watford, so that's great. Let's see what they can do. Hopefully, these players that I've mentioned, probably not Christensen. I don't think Christensen's going to feature, but it'd be great if he comes, get some final applause. Would be great. And yeah, it's basically going to be a bit of a memorial match, isn't it? Like it's sort of like a farewell match. Hopefully, we can get a win for these players and send them off nicely. So yeah, let me know your thoughts, ladies and gentlemen. How you feel about it? I just want to quickly share just a quick couple of things before we wrap things up. So yeah, check this article out, ladies and gentlemen. The Players Tribune for Antonio Rudiger. Very, very good article. Read the whole thing. Talks about so many different things. And check this video out on YouTube. Antonio Rudiger, Dear Chelsea. Incredible video from the Players Tribune Football. And I'll close this off with this particular tweet, which is very, very apt, I suppose, to wrap things up. Antonio Rudiger, I hope this club, the mentality changes from sacking coaches early when success is not there. I like to trust the process. And with Tuchel, you can see there is a process. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Antonio Rudiger has spoken. Hope you've enjoyed this. Smash the like button if you're here for the first time. Subscribe. Hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Till next time. See ya.